In this video, I will show you how to formulate high-quality research objectives and research questions with several practical examples for both quantitative and qualitative research. Examiners and reviewers always assess research objectives and research questions carefully, and you usually get comments in these areas. By following my methods, you can improve the quality of your research objectives and research questions significantly and minimize the likelihood of receiving critical comments on these areas. The way you present your research objectives and research questions in your paper is slightly different from the way you present them in your dissertation or thesis. In a thesis or dissertation, you need to explicitly state all research questions and objectives, even if they look like repetitive. However, in a research paper, we usually report either research objectives or research questions rather than both of them. In this video, I will cover everything that you need to know to write excellent research objectives and research questions in your research paper, thesis, dissertation, or research project. Research objectives and research questions should clearly show what the research study is about and what you aim to achieve by conducting the research. Also, they should be well aligned with the title of your study and in quantitative studies with your hypothesis and model. The research objectives and research questions are usually set at the beginning of your research journey, and they might be refined or revised later when you review more literature. However, in some qualitative exploratory studies, the research objectives and research questions might emerge during the data collection and analysis when you get a better understanding of the concept. For example, if you are using ethnographic and grounded theory, you may start with an initial research question and refine it later. Anyway, in most cases, your research objectives and research questions are set in the beginning of the research process, and you may again refine and revise them later when you review more literature and you get a better understanding of your research topic. In terms of where to report them, they are stated in the introduction chapter of your thesis or dissertation. So consider a heading for them in your chapter 1. And if you are writing a research paper, you should report them in the last part of your introduction section. Now let me share my practical template for writing an excellent research objective and research question. Research objectives and research questions have a standard format that you need to follow. Don't be creative in the format and terms. Creativity is encouraged in other parts of your research, for example, your topic, methods, and data analysis techniques. So for writing your research objectives and research questions, just follow the template. Research objectives always begin with to and an action verb. For example, to examine, to investigate, to explore, to discover, to understand, to describe, to compare, and so on. Then add the name of the variable, construct, or concept that you want to study. Next, you can provide a context to avoid overgeneralization of your objective. Research questions usually begin with what, why, how, and in some cases with when, where, and who. Now I will share my template for writing excellent research objectives and excellent research questions in quantitative and later in qualitative studies. For quantitative research, I will cover the format for 3 main groups of quantitative studies: descriptive studies, comparative studies, and correlational studies. Descriptive studies describe a variable, so you are interested to know about one variable descriptively. The template for a descriptive research objective can be to plus a descriptive action verb like describe, document, profile, and so on, followed by the concept or variable of interest and then the context. And a descriptive research question can be stated as what, followed by the concept or variable and then the context, of course in a question form. For example, to describe the percentage of undergraduate students who use online dating platforms in Australia, or to describe the career choice criteria for undergraduate students in Australia during the COVID-19 pandemic. As you can see, this objective starts with to describe, followed by the concept or variable of interest, which is the career choices criteria for undergraduate students, and then the context, which is in Australia during the COVID-19 pandemic. The respective research questions for these research objectives would be: what percentage of undergraduate students use online dating platforms in Australia? And for the next one is: what are the career choices criteria for undergraduate students in Australia during the COVID-19 pandemic? The second group of quantitative studies, comparative studies. Comparative studies compare a variable across different groups. The standard format of research objectives for comparative studies is to compare a variable across some groups, of course in specific context. Or you can state your research objective as to assess, to examine, to investigate, or any other action where the differences in a variable across different groups like men and women, different ethnic groups, different education levels, different time, different countries, and so on, in a specific context. And the research questions can be, what are the differences in a variable across the groups in a specific context? For example, what are the differences in financial literacy between men and women among undergraduate students in Australia? Or what are the differences in technology adoption between younger and older adults during the COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia? Another example is, what are the differences in academic performance across Chinese, Indian, and Malay students studying social sciences in public universities in Australia? The research objectives for these research questions would be to examine the differences in financial literacy of men and women among undergraduate students in Australia, to compare technology adoption between younger and older adults during the COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia, and to investigate whether there are differences in academic performance across Chinese, Indian, and Malay students studying social sciences in public universities in Australia. And the third group of quantitative studies that we want to discuss here is correlational studies. Correlational studies investigate the relationship between two variables. Cause and effect studies that examine the impact of an independent variable on a dependent variable are in this group too. Here you can see some general format of research objectives and research questions for correlational studies. A correlational research objective always starts with to and then an action verb like to examine, investigate, study, and then the relationship, linkage, correlation, or association between independent variable and dependent variable in a specific context. And the research question can be stated as, what is the relationship between independent variable and dependent variable in a specific context? For example, to examine the relationship between customer satisfaction and loyalty among online consumers in the US market after the financial crisis. Or to investigate the correlation between social media usage and online compulsive buying among young adults during the transition from high school to college in India. And the respective research questions for these two objectives can be, what is the relationship between customer satisfaction and loyalty among online consumers in the US market after the financial crisis? And what is the relationship between social media usage and online compulsive buying among young adults during the transition from high school to college in India? You can state the same objectives and questions assuming that there is a cause and effect relationship too. Then the format for the research objective will be like to examine the effect of independent variable on dependent variable in a specific context. And the research question can be stated as, what is the effect of independent variable on dependent variable in a specific context? Here you can see some examples. To examine the effect of customer satisfaction on loyalty among online consumers in the US market after the financial crisis. Or to investigate the impact of social media usage on online compulsive buying among young adults during the transition from high school to college in India. And then the research questions would be, what is the effect of customer satisfaction on loyalty among online consumers in the US market after the financial crisis? And for the next one would be, what is the impact of social media usage on online compulsive buying among young adults in this context? Some researchers may ask the same questions without what. For example, they may state the research question as, does customer satisfaction have any effect on loyalty among online consumers in the US market after the financial crisis? Or does social media usage impact online compulsive buying among young adults during the transition from high school to college in India? Then in this case, the template will be as, does independent variable impact dependent variable in a specific context? Some argue that questions starting with do and does can be answered simply with a yes or no, so they do not initiate really a research process. So to be on the safe side, consider framing your research questions using what question. Also, some researchers believe that you can't use cross-sectional data to answer cause and effect research questions. It means if you collect all data at the same time, you can't draw any cause and effect conclusion. On the other hand, some argue that as long as you have a theory that supports causal effects, you can use cross-sectional data to answer cause and effect research questions. Anyway, to be on the safe side, if it's a cross-sectional study, state that you are testing a relationship or correlation or linkage between the variables rather than claiming that you are testing a cause and effect or an influence or impact on some variables. Before reviewing the qualitative part, to support this video, please like this video and leave a comment on this video because YouTube algorithm loves likes and comments. And now let's discuss the qualitative research objectives and research questions. While qualitative research objectives and research questions are somewhat similar to quantitative ones, they are more general and less specific, aiming to gain a deep understanding of a concept. Qualitative research objectives and research questions are often about people's personal experiences, understanding, meaning, and stories, while quantitative research objectives are mostly about the relationships between variables or comparing variables. Qualitative research questions ask how people understand, perceive, or feel about a concept. Let's have a look at some examples. What are the experiences of Chinese students studying nursing in public universities in Australia? What are the perceptions of nurses regarding the cultural sensitivity of indigenous patients at hospitals? And here are more examples for qualitative research questions. What is the role of social media in shaping young consumers' attitudes toward materialism during the COVID-19 pandemic in China? Or how are young consumers' attitudes towards materialism influenced by social media during the COVID-19 pandemic in China? Or we can ask a why question. Why are young consumers' attitudes towards materialism influenced by social media during the COVID-19 pandemic in China? For qualitative research objectives, you may use exploratory verbs that show the language of an emerging design. For example, you may use discover, seek to understand, explore, and so on. For example, to explore the role of social media in shaping consumers' attitudes towards materialism during the COVID-19 pandemic in China, or to discover how young consumers' attitudes towards materialism are influenced by social media during that period, or to understand why young consumers' attitudes towards materialism are influenced by social media during the COVID-19 pandemic in China. To be on the safe side in asking research questions or stating research objectives, it's better to be cautious in mentioning effect, influence, impact, determine, cause, and relate, as they might be perceived more quantitative than qualitative. As you can see, in the first question, you want to gain a deep understanding of the role of social media in young consumers' attitudes. In the second and third questions, to some extent, you assume that social media influences young consumers' attitudes, and now you want to understand how and why this happens. So somehow, the first question is more exploratory than the second and third questions. And here you can see more examples. What are the barriers to adopting technology among older adults in regional areas in Australia? How do Indian women entrepreneurs describe their leadership experiences as entrepreneurs in rural areas? Why do Australian older adults use wearable devices in residential houses? Research objectives and research questions can be general or specific. For thesis, dissertation, and proposals, we usually state both general and specific research objectives and research questions. The general research questions and research objectives are usually about what you generally expect to achieve or what the general focus of this research is about. Specific research objectives and research questions are more detailed and break down the general objective and question into smaller parts of the study that address the different aspects of the problem. For example, your general research objective can be to investigate the role of gender in financial literacy among Chinese students in business schools in Australia. For such a study, specific research objectives can be to examine the financial literacy of male Chinese students in business schools in Australia, to examine the financial literacy of female Chinese students in business schools in Australia, and then to investigate whether there are differences in the financial literacy between male and female Chinese students, and maybe to discover why there are differences in financial literacy of male and female Chinese students in this context, if there are any. Now I have a challenge for you. Please read this research question and in the comments let me know what are the problems with this research question. I will read all comments and reply to all of them. Does social media have any effect on young adults? Thank you very much for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please share it with others. And to support me, please like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos on research and publication.